Has to be you, Lottie. With a grin, he left his shady spot and slipped to the dusty floor of the compound. With her back to him, she reached the well, pulled on the rope, and filled her bucket with water. He drew closer, within 50 feet. The old Lottie would have been alert to his entrance instantly. It was almost as if he were stealing up on a deaf person. He recklessly approached the edge of the shadows and tossed an acorn beside her. Lottie didn't look up, but the dogs did. They ran to him, ears back, curling around his legs until Lottie raised her eyes, stiffened, and immediately went back to her work. He held his fingers to his mouth and rushed to her side. "It is you, isn't it?" Baptiste said. "I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what you mean." Lottie kept her eyes on the ground as the river began to reflect the first seconds of sunrise. Then she shrugged, picked up her bucket with her long arm, and started for the house. He clasped her shoulder to stop her. "Please, it's me, Baptiste." Lottie turned around slowly, still looking down. "You look wonderful," he lied. "Can I get you something, sir?" she said. Lottie, don't you know me?" He stooped to study the lines around her mouth, the scales on her puffy nose. She avoided looking at him with the battlefield of her eyes. Her grand tour had surely been as far-reaching as his. Tonelessly she said, "Shall I tell Master you're here?" "No, please, I'll tell him myself. I just want to talk to you, Lottie." "If you don't need anything, sir, I've got to get back to Master's work." Baptiste began to feel a slight irritation at her mannered servility, and then shame when he realized he was blaming her for her fate. She looked up briefly, as if she could read his mind. Then she moved her hand to her eyes and brushed something away. "Lottie, did you marry?" She nodded her head very slowly. "I married a good man," she said. "I've had 3 children, but buried 2.